In the annals of history, the name Mahatma Gandhi is synonymous with India's hard-fought battle for independence from British colonial rule. His leadership, marked by non-violent resistance and civil disobedience, has been hailed as instrumental in shaping the course of India's freedom struggle. However, what if we were to imagine a scenario where Gandhi did not emerge as the prominent leader of the independence movement? How would India's path to freedom have unfolded without his guiding presence? Let's delve into this alternate reality and explore the potential outcomes. Mahatma Gandhi, often referred to as the father of the nation, rose to prominence in the early 20th century as a staunch advocate for India's independence. His philosophy of satyagraha, or non-violent resistance, became the cornerstone of the Indian National Congress's struggle against British colonial rule. Through acts of civil disobedience, such as the Salt March and Quit India movement, Gandhi galvanized the masses and brought international attention to India's plight. Highlighting the significance of Gandhi's non-violent approach. Gandhi's non-violent approach was revolutionary in its effectiveness, challenging the notion that violence was the only means to achieve political goals. By espousing principles of truth, non-violence, and self-sacrifice, Gandhi inspired millions to join the freedom struggle, transcending barriers of caste, creed, and religion. His methods not only garnered widespread support within India but also resonated with the global community, earning him admiration as a symbol of peaceful resistance. As we ponder the hypothetical scenario of Gandhi's absence from the independence movement, it prompts us to consider how a different leadership approach could have shaped India's trajectory. Would a more militant leader have emerged, resorting to armed rebellion and confrontation with the British authorities? Or perhaps a more diplomatic figure would have pursued negotiations for autonomy within the colonial framework. The possibilities are endless, and the consequences far-reaching in reimagining India's struggle for independence without Gandhi's iconic leadership. In a hypothetical scenario where Mahatma Gandhi did not emerge as the central figure in India's struggle for independence, the political landscape of the nation would have undoubtedly taken a different trajectory. Let's explore the potential key political figures, alliances, conflicts, ideologies, and strategies that could have shaped the movement in Gandhi's absence. Without Gandhi's towering presence, other prominent leaders within the Indian National Congress and various regional parties would have likely stepped into the spotlight. Figures such as Jawaharlal Nehru, Subhas Chandra Bose, and Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel could have played more prominent roles in steering the independence movement. Each of these leaders brought their unique perspectives and approaches to the table, offering a diverse range of strategies for achieving freedom from British rule. Exploring potential alliances and conflicts. The absence of Gandhi could have led to the emergence of different alliances and conflicts within the political landscape of India. While some leaders may have advocated for a more militant approach, others could have favored diplomatic negotiations or collaboration with international allies. These differing ideologies and strategies could have sparked tensions and divisions within the independence movement, reshaping the dynamics of the struggle. The adoption of alternative ideologies or strategies in the absence of Gandhi's non-violent approach could have had profound implications for the political outcomes of India's independence movement. A shift towards more radical or confrontational tactics might have escalated tensions with the British colonial administration, potentially leading to a more protracted and violent struggle. On the other hand, a focus on diplomatic channels or internal reforms could have altered the course of negotiations and the eventual transfer of power. In conclusion, imagining a political landscape without Gandhi's leadership opens up a realm of possibilities and complexities that could have reshaped India's journey to independence in unforeseen ways. Violence versus non-violence. When contemplating the path to independence for India, the contrasting strategies of violence and non-violence present divergent scenarios that could have shaped the nation's destiny. Let's compare the potential outcomes of a more violent struggle versus Mahatma Gandhi's non-violent approach in the fight for independence, considering historical contexts, ethical implications, and societal consequences. Throughout history, violent movements in various regions have played a role in achieving independence from colonial powers. Examples include the American Revolution, the French Revolution, and the struggles for independence in African nations. These movements often involved armed resistance, guerrilla warfare, and bloody conflicts that ultimately led to the overthrow of colonial rulers. While effective in some cases, violent struggles also left scars of destruction and division in their wake. discussing the ethical implications of choosing violence. The choice between violence and non-violence in a freedom struggle raises profound ethical questions. Advocates of violence argue that armed resistance is necessary to confront oppressive regimes and achieve liberation swiftly. However, resorting to violence risks perpetuating cycles of bloodshed, undermining moral principles, and alienating potential allies. In contrast, Gandhi's non-violent approach emphasized the power of moral persuasion, appealing to the conscience of oppressors and fostering unity among the oppressed. If India had pursued a more aggressive and violent approach to independence, the consequences on Indian society and global perception could have been significant. Internal divisions, loss of life, and widespread destruction could have marred the struggle for freedom, leading to long-lasting scars on the social fabric. Moreover, a violent uprising may have tarnished India's image on the global stage, potentially affecting diplomatic relations and international support for the cause. In conclusion, the choice between violence and non-violence in the fight for independence carries profound implications that extend beyond mere tactics. By examining historical precedents, ethical considerations, and potential consequences, we gain insight into the complex dynamics of liberation struggles and the enduring legacy of Gandhi's non-violent resistance in India's quest for freedom. Alternative leadership styles. In a hypothetical scenario where Mahatma Gandhi did not play a central role in India's struggle for independence, the emergence of different leadership styles could have profoundly influenced the trajectory of the independence movement. Let's explore the potential impact of alternative leadership styles on India's quest for freedom, comparing and contrasting with Gandhi's approach, analyzing strengths and weaknesses, and considering the influence of diverse leadership personalities on history. Gandhi's leadership approach, characterized by nonviolent resistance and moral persuasion, stood in stark contrast to other historical leaders known for their more assertive and militant tactics. Figures like Subhas Chandra Bose, known for his advocacy of armed struggle, and Jawaharlal Nehru, who favored a diplomatic and constitutional approach, offer contrasting examples of leadership styles. While Gandhi's emphasis on nonviolence inspired mass mobilization and international support, alternative leaders may have pursued different paths to achieve independence. Each leadership style carries its own set of strengths and weaknesses in navigating a complex political environment. While Gandhi's nonviolent approach appealed to moral principles and garnered widespread public support, it also faced challenges in confronting entrenched colonial power structures. In contrast, a more aggressive leader may have been able to mobilize resources more swiftly but risked alienating sections of society and escalating violence. A diplomatic leader, on the other hand, could have pursued negotiations but may have faced criticism for perceived compromises. The personalities of leaders play a crucial role in shaping the course of history, influencing decisions, strategies, and outcomes. A charismatic leader may rally the masses with impassioned speeches, while a pragmatic leader may focus on strategic alliances and pragmatic solutions. The absence of Gandhi could have paved the way for a diverse range of leadership personalities to emerge, each leaving a unique imprint on India's struggle for independence. In conclusion, exploring alternative leadership styles in the context of India's independence movement offers a nuanced understanding of the complex dynamics at play and the pivotal role of leadership in shaping historical events. By examining the strengths, weaknesses, and personalities of potential leaders, we gain insight into the diverse paths that could have been taken in the absence of Gandhi's iconic leadership. Repercussions of divergent paths. Imagining a scenario where Mahatma Gandhi did not lead India's independence movement opens up a realm of possibilities that could have reshaped the nation's history. Let's delve into the potential repercussions of India taking a different path without Gandhi's iconic leadership, examining the long-term effects on the political landscape, social fabric, international relations, post-independence developments, and the lessons learned from exploring alternative historical scenarios. Without Gandhi's non-violent approach shaping the independence movement, India's political landscape and social fabric could have been profoundly altered. The absence of his unifying presence may have led to greater internal divisions, ideological conflicts, and power struggles among competing factions. The legacy of a more violent struggle or a different leadership style could have left lasting scars on the nation's unity, identity, and governance structures. The choice of leadership and strategies in India's independence movement would have had ripple effects on international relations and post-independence developments. A more aggressive approach may have strained relations with former colonial powers or neighboring countries, impacting trade, diplomacy, and regional stability. Conversely, a diplomatic or conciliatory stance could have influenced India's standing in the global community and shaped its alliances and partnerships in the post-independence era. Exploring alternative historical scenarios offers valuable insights into the complexities of decision-making, leadership, and the contingencies of history. By envisioning different paths for India's independence movement, we gain a deeper appreciation for the pivotal role of individuals, ideologies, and events in shaping the course of nations. The exercise prompts us to reflect on the importance of moral courage, strategic vision, and unity in pursuing collective aspirations for freedom and self-determination. In conclusion, contemplating the repercussions of divergent paths in India's independence movement without Gandhi's leadership underscores the enduring impact of historical choices on the trajectory of nations. By examining the long-term effects, international implications, and lessons learned from alternative scenarios, we gain a richer understanding of the complexities and possibilities inherent in the quest for independence and self-governance. Conclusion. As we conclude our exploration of India's path to independence without Mahatma Gandhi's leadership, it becomes evident that his role was pivotal in shaping the nation's history and destiny. By recapping the potential outcomes, highlighting the role of leadership, and encouraging reflection on the impact of individual choices, we gain a deeper appreciation for Gandhi's enduring legacy in India's independence movement. Imagining a scenario where Gandhi did not emerge as the central figure in India's struggle for independence unveils a spectrum of possibilities that could have altered the course of history. For more aggressive approaches to diplomatic negotiations, the absence of Gandhi's nonviolent leadership may have led to internal divisions, external conflicts, and uncertain paths towards liberation. Leadership plays a crucial role in shaping historical events and movements, influencing the direction, strategies, and outcomes of collective endeavors. Gandhi's unique blend of moral courage, strategic vision, and unwavering commitment to nonviolence inspired millions to join the freedom struggle and transformed the narrative of India's quest for independence. His leadership exemplified the power of individual agency in driving societal change and shaping the destiny of nations. As we reflect on the impact of Gandhi's leadership in India's independence movement, we are reminded of the profound influence that individual choices can have on collective destinies. Gandhi's steadfast adherence to nonviolence, his ability to mobilize diverse communities, and his unwavering commitment to truth and justice serve as a timeless example of leadership that transcends boundaries and inspires generations to strive for a better world. In conclusion, the story of India's independence movement without Gandhi's leadership underscores the transformative power of visionary leadership, moral clarity, and strategic foresight in shaping the course of history. By recognizing the importance of individual leadership choices on collective destinies, we are called to reflect on our own roles in driving positive change and advancing the values of peace, justice, and unity in our communities and beyond.